Good day, Toronto. Welcome to Real Estate Street Talk with Riyaz Rauf. Today, I'm going to present to you in this episode investment strategies that I would suggest you for this month. Or it's any time of the day, but I do this recording once a month, so it's going to be for this month. Now, in fact, I am in the market, and some of my clients are there, and I'm also in the market looking for a particular investment in this market because the prices have come down. There are a lot of buyers who are waiting on the margin without buying, and the buying season really comes up around second week of December, and I would be prepared to jump in and invest in something like this. And as you know, if you were to buy something for more than $1 million in Toronto, you're compelled to put 20% down payment where you need $200,000. But if you buy anything below $999,000 or below $1 million, you can buy it with $75,000. That's 5% for the first $500,000, and 10% for the other $500,000. So let's keep that in mind and have a look at this. The ideal property that I would recommend at this point in time is a bungalow house, which could be about 25 to 40 years old, which has a basement, and it also has a large land or a backyard. The reason is what we call laneway housing. In February, Toronto passed legislations legalizing building laneway homes. In other words, you can build another home in your backyard subject to about 8 different criteria that has to be matched. In fact, I will be uploading another video about laneway houses in collaboration with someone who is an expert on laneway houses, namely Andy. But for today's discussion, let's look at it. I would be investing in a bungalow house with a basement that has a bigger backyard. I am willing to invest up to about $900,000 in order to get that property. And if you are looking at Toronto, the ideal place today would be Scarborough. And let's say two bedrooms, one basement, and 2 washrooms and 2 kitchens. So that's a 2 plus 1. And when you buy this, I would ideally want to invest another $100,000 in renovating this property and bringing up to standard. And my total cost now is $1 million. See what I did over here. Rather than buying something for $1 million and putting $200,000 on that as a 20% down payment, I am buying something for $900,000 and putting only 10% and keeping the other 10% to do the renovation. Now the total value added on the renovation is totally my equity. So that's my wealth, where I can even do and take a HELOC on that because I'm building value for that property. Now the property value is $1 million. The renovations has brought up 2 bedrooms on top, 2 bedrooms in the basement, 2 washrooms, plus 2 cars to be parked. So now I have a unit on top with 2 bedrooms, kitchen, and a washroom, and I have got 2 units downstairs with 2 kitchenettes and 2 washrooms. When I have that, the main floor can be leased for $3,000 and the basement for $1,800, and I am getting a total income of $4,800 from that operation if I were to do rent out as 2 units. On the other hand, since I have 2 kitchenettes and 2 washrooms in the basement, I can also start operating a Airbnb. Forgive me for my writing. And when I operate the Airbnb, I can guesstimate, I can rent it out for on Airbnb for 20 days a month out of the 30, a conservative estimate. The top floor at $150 a day, that gives me $3,000 a month, and another 20 days I can give out 1 room with 1 kitchenette and a washroom at $75, that gives me $1,500, and the other room at $75 I get another $1,500, which basically gives me a gross of $6,000 a month. So you have the option of either doing a permanent lease at $4,800 or running an Airbnb and making about $6,000. The question, let's assume today's interest rates are about 5.25. I put a higher rate because end of this month we may see another 0.75. At 6% interest, the principal amount is $1,182 and the interest payment is $4,000. Total outflow for the mortgage is $5,182, and here you are leasing it out of $4,800 and you are out of pocket for about $325 to $350, and maybe another $250 because you are looking at property taxes as well. So your minus of $500 a month, but however you are gaining $1,182 reduction in your mortgage principal. On the other hand, if you look at by this time next year, I expect the interest rates to come down to at least 3%. By next year, your principal payment is $1,820, it has increased, and your interest payment will be $2,012. Your total expense will be $3,832 per month, and your income is $6,000. And this, here you can even add another $300 or $400 and make it $4,250 with property taxes, etc. But your income is going to be $6,000. If you do Airbnb, it's going to be $4,800 if you were to lease it out as it is. Even at $4,800, you are making a profit here by leasing the property, as well as you are gaining equity in your property being paid off. So this is one of the strategies that I explain to my clients, and if the clients are willing, we explore further. And also when we do this, I always suggest that we also speak to tax consultants. They will tell us what are the tax write-offs, what are the tax implications, how well it can be done, and also speak to mortgage brokers who would look at the accuracy of these figures and see how better an income flow would be. This is accumulating wealth and accumulating property at any economic conditions. For example, the 900,000 property that I or you could buy probably by December 15th is something would have been valued around $1,150,000 to $1,200,000 somewhere in February. So we know this is going to go back in about a year's time to close to at least 1.2 million or 1.1 billion. So it's always good to buy low, and always investors become rich not buying when the market is good, but when the market is down. Please remember that and give me a call for a consultancy, 647-283-1966. Again, remember, a household name. Thank you for investing your time with us. It's extremely important to understand that I am giving my opinions here as a realtor and an investor, serving myself, my family, and my friends. It's also important to understand, while talking about real estate, obviously we will be talking about legal side, finances, and taxes. However, I am not an expert on those, and I urge you to seek expert advice when it comes to those three matters.